Happy Tuesday. Good to see you. If you are a high functioning woman who is tired of pushing through, this is the channel for you. Every week, I bring conversations, practices, meditations to help restore your rhythm, support your nervous system so that you can feel better in your body and live longer. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe. I'd love to have you here. And before we get started this morning, let's go ahead and settle in this morning together. So wherever you are, sitting down, lying down, come to a comfortable position, a position that's comfortable in your body, letting the hands relax in the lap or by your sides. Perhaps the hands touching the belly or the heart, closing the eyes or keeping the gaze half focused. Taking a few inhales and exhales. Noticing how your body is feeling this morning. Maybe it's a bit tired from the holiday weekend. Maybe it's tired from the heat. Just taking note of wherever you are. Begin to notice the length of your inhale and the length of your exhale. And then on your next exhale, just begin to extend it so it's slightly longer than your inhale. Just extending your exhale so that it's slightly longer than the inhale. Giving cues of safety to your body. Feeling the heart, the lungs, the ribs expand as you inhale. And feeling the lungs, the heart, the ribs soften with each exhale. Then I offer this mantra for your exhale, which is, "Thy will be done." And the thy can be God, it can be the universe, it could be anything that has your back. On the next exhale, thy will be done. Inhale, thy will be done. 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 Not everything is on your shoulders. Not everything needs to be taking care of you. There is someone who has your back. Thy will be done. You don't have to do everything alone. And then let the mantra go. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. No effort as you inhale. no effort as you exhale. And then opening up the eyes, taking in the room, the space all around you. Just notice for a moment how your body feels, how your breath feels. So I don't know about you, but I have been using that mantra actually the last few days. Thy will be done. Because it feels really good to know that not everything is on my shoulders. And really, what I think that the mantra tells me is that I have to give up control, right? And that's kind of the hardest thing to do, is to give up control. Because if you're high achieving, high functioning, you probably want control over everything you've done, all of your accomplishments. And so when life requires us or puts us in positions where we no longer have the control, it can feel like things are spiraling, which can actually just put our nervous system into more of a bracing pattern. And so with Thy Will Be Done mantra, I really think that it helps the nervous system recalibrate, and it helps my brain recalibrate as well, that we are not alone, that not everything has to be controlled by us at all times, and things are simply out of our control too, right? So I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July, that it was fun. You know, I woke up after the morning of July 4th, stiff as a board. And I was like, this is telling me something about how I spent my 4th, which was on the beach, out in the sun, glass of wine, beautiful desserts. And all of those things were wonderful and I enjoyed them so much, but they were also fueling the internal flame, which was leading to more inflammation. And I definitely felt it the next morning. And then something else happened a few days later, or a few days before actually. A client had called me, an old client, and said that she was experiencing these sharp headaches, insomnia, couldn't get to sleep at night, sour stomach, and all of these things, the inflammation, the sour stomach, the insomnia, are signs that our internal environment is getting overheated. And this is something that we have to pay attention to as we begin to live more in rhythm with the seasons of nature. And it's hard during summer, right? Because summertime, there is more light, there's more energy, there's more things to do. We're enjoying the outdoors and everything that comes with it. There's barbecues and wine and drinking and friends and all of these things, which are so wonderful. But they can also have an impact on how we're feeling, on how our body feels, on how our nervous system feels. And it's important that we begin to just notice these subtle changes that are happening within us so that we can make some adaptations as we move further into the summer season. So actually, I was in Paris a couple of weeks ago during the heat wave, and it was 100 plus degrees outside every night. There's no air conditioning anywhere in Paris. There's a lot of walking, regardless of if you take the metro or on the bus. And I was just overheated. I was drinking tons and tons of water, but I just could not cool down. And then a few days after I was there, I started to get this burning in my throat. And then when I got back home, I had intense burning in my throat and laryngitis. Another sign that the heat inside the body has just become too hot, and the body is expressing this heat as the burning sensation, or maybe the sharp headache sensation or the inflammation in the gut or in the joints. And so before these louder symptoms show up in your body, I just wanted to bring some short, easy things that we can do to help us feel better throughout this summer season. Excuse me, so my voice is still not 100%. So, summer in Ayurveda is the Pitta season. It's the season of heat and fire and energy, right? Working at an intense level. And we just have to temper the fire within us. So, a couple of things that we can do to help temper the flame. One is to eat at regular meal times, even if you think you're not hungry. So I find that eating just a little something, especially in the morning, maybe a little bit of fruit, can help the internal gut kind of reset for the day without increasing the flame within the body. So fruit is good, pineapples, melons, strawberries, all of these things are really good to start incorporating in the morning if your appetite is feeling a bit low. Also, if you're beginning to notice like some of the inflammation, the sourness in the gut, the headaches, inflammation, especially in the joints, it's a reminder to eat a little bit lighter. Maybe a light salad instead of reaching for that delicious cake, dessert, and ice cream. Maybe it's reaching for some fruit or chia pudding or something that's a little bit lighter, that's not so heavy. Lighter foods help when the gut gets inflamed. Also, now is a really good time if you're noticing that you're more irritable or snappy or short. This is the summer season in effect in your nervous system. And some herbs to help with this are skullcap, passion flower, chamomile. These herbs really are soothing to your nervous system in the summer season. Also, you have herbs such as dill and mint, which you can add a little bit more to your meals and teas to help cool that internal fire. Also, when it's super hot outside, when we're doing all the things, we have to remember to drink more water. So we drink half of our body weight in ounces is how much water we should be drinking. So for instance, if you are 140 pounds, that's 70 ounces of water. And if you're out in the sun, sweating more, you need to drink even more water than that. And if you drink coffee, which makes you pee, then you need to drink even more water. So really, water, water, water. And if you don't like the taste of plain water, putting in some lime, which is cooling, maybe some strawberries and basil in the water, maybe putting in some lemon, just doing something that would bring a little bit more flavor to the water can help you drink a little bit more. And anything with coconut is your friend during the summertime. Coconut water, coconut oil, if you cook with it, this is a great time to incorporate those into your daily routine. And as well, a tablespoon of aloe vera juice, which you can get at Walmart, any store basically, and put it in a little bit of juice mixed with water and take that in the morning. Can help soothe that sour gut feeling. And if you're someone who notices sour gut as you're drinking the coffee, the coffee is already is inflaming an already inflamed gut. So drinking water before the coffee, adding maybe some cinnamon in the coffee, adding coconut oil to your coffee, maybe sprinkles of rose petals to the coffee. All of these things do things to the coffee to make it so it's not so heated when you drink it, and to help alleviate the sour gut. And another important thing in the summer is to rest your body, rest your mind, even when nobody asks. It's so easy in the summer when we're going from activity to activity, parties to parties, the sun is out so late, to just keep going and going and going. But it's also a reminder that we need to rest, that rest helps us be prepared for the next activity that we have to do. And it's also important to remember to do our activities early in the morning or later in the evening after the heat of midday has passed, right? We don't want to do things in the middle of the day that are inflaming an already inflamed system. And so I hope that these tips help you. I hope you had a wonderful 4th of July. If you are feeling a little bit overheated after the holiday weekend, or you're finding it a little bit hard to get back into the rhythm of life, maybe you just begin to notice what your body is telling you. Maybe you begin to notice a little bit more inflammation happening, or maybe a sharper headache or pain, or whatever it is. Just begin to notice the signals that your body is sending you. And maybe you just begin to incorporate one small rhythm into your daily routine, and perhaps it's just drinking water. Perhaps it is just doing your activities, working out a little bit later in the evening. Maybe it's incorporating a cooling herb or coconut oil to what you're already making, right? These things are not designed to be another heavy lift for you. They're designed to take things off of your plate and to make you live and your body feel better when living with the seasons. So with that, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. I hope that you feel well. Remember, you don't have to overhaul your summer. Right? Just pick one cooling thing, let your body exhale, enjoy the sunshine, enjoy time with friends and family, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, rest of your week and weekend. And I will see you here next Tuesday for our morning reset live, 9 a.m. Pacific time. Bye.